Okay, let us continue discussing the powers of the mind. At the end of this module, we will discover the difference between the brain, mind, intelligence, cognition, no? And then we will differentiate the difference between left and right brain, and then yung value ng ating intelligence, and then how to improve our mental abilities or intellectual abilities and memory retention. So ang brain, ito yung biological definition ng cognitive or intellect, no? So according to science, at least there are 4 or 5 major regions sa brain, no? And then sabi ni Magalona and Sadsad, itong brain ay composed ng significant parts ng central nervous system kung saan ito yung command center, no? And then itong skull natin ay filled ng cerebrospinal fluid. Kaya meron theory sa intelligence na tinutukoy ay more on fluid ang intelligence, no? And then yung nagsisirculate na liquid aside dun sa spinal fluid, yung red blood cells, no? Na there are times kapag nagbabago or kulang yung oxygen or may ibang content, nagkakameron ng damage sa brain, no? So, dito sa brain, ito yung frontal and motor complex. Siya yung responsible sa cognition and motor ability, meaning yung ating thinking, our acquisition of learning, and then yung ating movements, ang responsible doon na itong frontal and motor cortex, no? Samantala itong temporal lobe, ito yung responsible sa hearing natin, no? Sa hearing. And then itong occipital lobe, ito naman yung responsible sa visual skills. And then sabi ni René Descartes, naniniwala siya na ito daw pineal gland na center ng ating brain ay dito daw nag-house yung ating soul, no? From the word psyche, which means soul, no? Ito yung etymological word ng psychology, no? And then ito yung dissected part ng human brain, no? So more on fluid talaga siya. Now, to let you know kung left or right brain kayo, let us try to do this, no? When you put your palms together and your fingers are crossed, does your right thumb stay on the top or bottom? So, i-try ninyo, no? So, kung siya ay right, may 1 point ka na. Kung siya ay left, may 1 point ka na. And then another question, when you cross your hips or yung legs, does your right hip or leg stay on the top or bottom? So kung right siya, i-verify mo dun sa una na question kung right din ang nasa top or nasa bottom. At kung left ang nasa top or nasa bottom, another 1 point. And ito yung last, no? Hold the pen in your hand. Now close one of your eyes and do not move the object, no? When you close your left eye and then looking at that pen, nagbabago ba yung position ng pen? No? So kung nagbabago yung position, may 1 point ka na para sa right actually, no? When you close your right eye, so ang open ay left eye, ang object ba ay nagmo-move. So kapag nag-move yung eye while closing your or close yung iyong right eye, so may puntos dun ay left eye. So malalaman nyo yung dominant na brain na active sa inyo. And then I will try to include yung link na to para makapag-test kayo ng kung anong active na brain region na meron kayo, no? So i-check nyo na lang to sa description ng YouTube video na to, no? So sabi dito, pagka left brain, unahin muna natin sinabi sa kay Magalona and Sadsad, no? Kapag left brain daw, ang kanilang tendency sa ito nga yung analytic thought, logic, language, reasoning, science and math, even research, written, number skills, no more on uh, rational, no more on rational. On the other hand, dito naman sa uh, right brain ay more on arts, no? Sabi ay awareness, art awareness, creativity, imagination, intuition, insight, holistic thought, music awareness, 3D forms, and then syempre ito yung left hand control, no? So depende. So ang main region dito more on ikaw ba ay rational, memorization, logical, or more on ikaw ay emotion, intuition, or creativity, no? Yun yung right. To differentiate yung mind, cognition, intellect. So ito yung definition ng mind, no? Sabi ay ang mind is a cognitive and mental process that gives meaning to the stimuli from the external environment. Ang mind ay actually philosophical term, religious term, and then psychological term siya kung saan yun nga, yung mind and body, yung mind yung nagsisimbolize ng soul, no? Yung immateriality. And then yung body, yung material or tangible. And then may konsepto din itong mind na as joined with the body, ay di itong dualism, no? Yung parang composition ng body and soul. And then ang function ng mind sa brain ay yung i-work niya yung memory, emotion, even yung mental illness, no? Siya yung unang na nagiging affected. And then sa abstraction abilities, and then yung innate aptitude kasi yung brain, no, parang more on kung ano yung inner or yung nakuha mo or na-acquire mong learnings, and then i-identify kung ano yung inclination mo, that is aptitude. Ang cognitive naman, it could be conscious or unconscious response sa action, no? In acquiring knowledge, thought, experiences, analysis, thinking, reasoning, or remembering. No? So parang andyan yung environment, hindi yung stimuli, and then pumasok sa atin, sa sense experience natin, yung ating parang proseso kung paano natin nire-respond yun or ire-react, that is cognitive. Ang memory naman, ito yung tabula rasa or blank slate, no? Where we can store or retrieve experiences. We use past experiences in order to use such information in the present, no? Parang priori, posteriori. Ang intelligence naman, ito yung mental process involved in gaining knowledge and comprehension. Ito yung kakayahan, yung kapasidad ng brain to acquire or to absorb yung learn experience, no? Yung sense experience, whether good or bad. Ito yung higher level of abilities na kung saan merong abstract reasoning, no? Mental representation, decision making, no? Yan yung intelligence. And then may kakayahan tayo matuto, emotional, creativity, adaptation to meet yung demands ng environment, no? That is intelligence. So sabi ng mga psychologists, una ay ang intelligence ay yung learn from experience, and then kung ano yung nagbabago sa stimulus or sa environment, kakayahan natin mag-accommodate, that is intelligence. And then yung power to grasp abstract concept, whether it is hard or easy. And then yung pag-utilize natin ng learned experiences natin to manipulate things, that is part of intelligence. No, sabi ni Stenberg, yung response mo sa environment, yun ay intelligence, no? Yung response mo na magbago or baguhin yung mentality mo or yung settings na pag-unawa mo sa bagay-bagay na nasa paligid, that is intelligence, yung paano ka nagre-response. So sabi ni Stenberg, may tatlo daw na theory ng intelligence. Ito yung practical, yun yung how you react with the environment. Creative intelligence, ito yung paano mo ginagamit yung mga learn experiences mo and then pagsasamahin mo, no? And then analytical, ito yung analysis, no? Ito yung process na inihiwalay mo yung subjective and objective. Ito yung pagche-check mo kung ano talaga yung tamang sagot between choices. That is, ano, no? And then sabi naman ni Thurman, itong cognitive processes naman ay composed or process ng perception, learning, memory, reasoning, problem solving. No? So parang ito yung object, ito yung stimulus, ano yung perception mo sa bagay na yon, ano yung process of learning mo, ano yung composition ng mind natin, and then ano yung pamamaraan mo para makipag-usap through discourse or through logical syllogism or through speech, no? That is reasoning. And then paano mo nire-resolve yung mga problem na meron, whether kung mathematical ba siya or life skills na meron ka na-encounter na problema. Yun yung composition daw na cognitive. Mas comprehensive kay Thurman, no?